Good morning. Welcome to Bailey's and Tea Saturday. I am Shanna from Carrot Tops Creative Co. and welcome. If you see a live button in the corner, you will have caught me live. If you do not see that, you will be on the replay and welcome. Please comment as you jump on. I'm just getting you set up here so I can watch comments beside me. Technology is a little slow this morning. And so am I. So join the club, right? All right. I see someone shared it already. Thank you to those that have shared. That helps get it out to the world and to a friend or something that you find may enjoy this video, because I got something pretty cool in store for you today. And we talked last week about the Anuual catalog is coming on May the 2nd, so get your little shopping lists ready. I mailed out a bunch of these last week, so people should have had them arrive. If you don't have a demonstrator and need a catalog, let me know, and I will make sure that I get some in the mail to you, or you can pick them up from my little pickup box on my porch if you're local to Edmonton. Cheers to Bailey's and Tea Saturday. I don't see anybody on yet, so maybe you're all sleeping in this morning and going to catch me on the replay. All right, so I'll flip you around and let me make some quick adjustments. And we'll get started on the project because it's pretty cool. And then we'll chitty chat. All right. Sorry, you're seeing my messy desk. I've been a busy little bee creating all kinds of fun things. All right, we'll let my screen catch up so I know that I'm in frame. Got our Baileys here. So all of my contact information is here. If you need to get a hold of me in any way whatsoever, move that in the right direction. There you go. You can also find it all on any of my socials. So if you need a catalog, you can contact me and I will make sure to get you one. The weather has changed beautifully this week in Edmonton. So after I finish my live here today, we're going to go out and get things cleaned up in the yard and all that fun stuff. Just waiting to see if my feed is catching up. It is super slow today. Let me just do a quick refresh and then we'll get started. Like I say, if you're out there, say hello if you're live with me. If not, comment on the replay. Oh, hi. Good morning, Rhonda. There we go. I just needed to refresh so I could see that someone was out there. All right. So let's get that out of our way. So the fun little project I'm going to show you today is this cute little box. Now, I can't remember where I found it, but if I find the person that I found it from, I will link their name in the video. But it is super, super cute, and it's using some of our new products. So this is the Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series paper, and I use the Queen Bee. I love these little flowers from the Queen Bee dies. If you don't have those, get them because they're so cute. The stamp set carried over, but the dies are not, I believe. I could be lying to you guys. So many things going on, I can't remember. So, of course, we're focusing on Mother's Day projects this week because Mother's Day is coming on May the 14th, so we got to get ready. Or if your mother is no longer here, you can give these to a close friend, another mother that you know, just sweet little things, little gifts that we like to give to people that recognize that, we know that they're working hard as a mom, and you're recognizing that. So this cute little box opens up, and then it could hold many, many things. It is quite large, but it's designed to hold one of these 3-ounce Bath and Body Works shower gels. I think they do their hand lotion in this, or body lotion in these sizes. They're kind of called like their travel sizes, but you can put many, many, many things in here. And the beauty of this is that you can make up a whole bunch of them. So using a lot of your designer series paper scraps, so that's basically what that was that I used on here. and you can fold it down flat. So look at this, you guys. Oh my goodness. So if you didn't embellish, obviously you could do that after, but you could build these and then just store them in a drawer or in a little cubby or however you store products. And you have them ready to go to give as gifts, and you don't have to think about it. Like, you can just throw some chocolates in there. You can throw anything in there, but it fits this little travel size thing perfectly. It probably also fits my other little favorite thing, is the, yes it does, the hand and cuticle cream. And then you could maybe throw, being that we're coming into where we need our SPF again, you could throw a little soft lips in there, and then a couple chocolates, which I don't have handy. Everything else I do. And then you can give that as a little gift as well. So these are awesome that they fold flat. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, I got to show the people. They got to know about this, and they have to make these because they're adorable. So let's get started in making that. I'm just going to set that there. So what I did was I used a 6x6 piece of paper, and this is literally all I had left. I made a few wrong cuts, so that's what these little bits are about. But imagine that they're all sort of one piece. So this is all you're going to have left of a 6x6 sheet. Isn't that awesome? And you can choose to, I mean, when I get to this size, I throw these out because these are useless to me. But I might use these for punching out or something like that, little small die cuts. But this paper is gorgeous, so I wanted to use it. But that's all you'll be left with. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to grab all my little pieces here, my measurements, so I can tell you. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock. I'll flip it over so it doesn't confuse you. A piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 7.5. Okay. And then you are going to, on the 7.5 side, so that'd be this side here, you are going to score at 1 1/4, 3 1/4, 4.5, and 6.5. I'll repeat that again so that you get it. Obviously, you can watch this in replay and get those measurements as well. But 7.5 side, 1 1/4, 3 1/4, 4.5, 6.5. Then you're going to turn it to your 8.5 side. You're going to score it at 3/4, 2, 6.5, and 7 3/4. Okay, so you're going to get this fun little box, and then you can go ahead and you can score and burnish all of your score lines. Okay, and let me get the rest of the directions here. And then you are going to need some designer series paper. So I used the By the Bay one because I hadn't used it yet and I wanted to use it up. And then we're going to go back to this in just a second, and we are going to cut out some parts and stuff like that. So we'll just get all of our pieces cut and ready to go, scored. So you need a piece for the lid that is 1 7/8 by 4 3/8. Okay. And then you need for your front and back. So this is the part that's going to go here. That's your lid. The front and the back are these bigger pieces that you need at 1 1/8 by 4 3/8. So you need 2 pieces of that. And then you've got your side, or sorry, these are the sides. So these ends here, you need 2 pieces that are 1 1/8 by 1 7/8. Okay, so you're gonna have little squares. And then on your tab here, so this is your front that closed the closure of the box, this piece here, you need to be 7/8 by 4 3/8. Okay, so that's all our little bits. And then you'll need a quarter rounder, or you can round with your scissors if you don't have a corner rounder. You can just do it by hand. Sorry, my computer is like on the fritz today or something, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to corner round this really quickly, and then we're going to create our box. All right. So we'll flip back over to what you saw when I first put it down. So I just labeled that this is the flap top because this piece and this piece are a little bit different size. So the flap is going to be a tiny bit smaller than this bottom of the box here. Okay. So what you're going to do in these X parts is you're going to cut down your score line and cut that X part off. Okay. You're going to do the same on the other side. So just kind of orient yourself to where your flap is. You can write it in pencil and then erase it afterwards when you're putting your box together. And then you are going to cut out these little tabs. So I'll bring in my final one here in just a moment. So it is just cutting that little tab out and that little square. I'll kind of put it up so you can see where the score line is and that little tiny tab that you're going to cut out. Okay, on all four sides. And then we're going to get into what this means here. So I'll just put that up atop. So here is what we are left with. So we've cut out that big part here, right? And we've cut out the little tabs here on both sides. So that's what you're left with. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in with a ruler. So I just grabbed a small ruler that I have, and then you're going to grab take your pick tool with the stylus end. Oops. And I just used the small ball end to do this. Is everybody keeping up with me so far? It's making sense? So your take your pick tool is very, very handy for this. All right, so then on these little dotted lines that you see on my template, you are going to put your ruler down and you are going to go corner to corner with your stylus, and you're just going to make a little line, and I'll do this on all four corners. So anywhere you see these little dotted dash lines is where you're going to do this little score mark, and this is going to help your box tabs kind of tilt in a little bit. All right, so we've got that done. And then I just kind of burnish them in with my fingers. So you're squeezing them between your two fingers towards the inside of your box. And they take a little bit of maneuvering, and we'll burnish those after. So make sure that your lines, sorry, I've got some company joining me. Bella's just walked in. So you'll bend all those in, make sure they're all nice and pretty. And then on your flap, you're going to do the same. You're going to do your corner rounds so that it matches up with your flap designer series paper piece that we did the corner rounds on. Everybody keeping up with me so far? All right, so now we'll decorate. We'll explain what that is in just a moment, okay? So I'm going to get this out of the way so it doesn't confuse you. And then I'm going to put flat towards me so that it makes sense as I build this. So we're just going to attach our flat piece. You can use Tombow glue or you can use your seal, whichever you want. And then on the square portions here, we're going to put those little squares that we cut. And I'll repeat the measurements again for the flap. So the flap was 7/8 by 4 3/8. These two pieces are 1 1/8 by 1 7/8. And they will leave just a small little border around the outside. So who's going to build a bunch of these once you see it all finished and done? Because this is a great way to use up your paper. I know I'm always on that train, right? Use up your paper. All right, and then we've got our front and back pieces. So those are 1 1/8 by 4 3/8. So that's this little piece here and this little piece here. Is this paper not beautiful? You guys do some emojis there that you love it. Thumbs up. You can do an angry face if you don't like it. Basically, we're leaving the bottom of our box empty because really, no one's going to flip it over and look at it. But if you wanted to use up more paper, you go ahead and decorate the whole thing. You can also flip over your paper, alternate it if you want. I chose to just do it all in the same direction, or same side of the paper, I should say. But you could mix and match and flip and make it all look fancy. Okay, so that was our lid piece. That is 1 7/8 by 4 3/8. Okay, so we've got our box basically built. This is what you're going to be left with. You can corner around your little flaps that flip in as well. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to grab some little clips. I'm missing a fourth one. I don't know where it is, but that's fine. So these little scribble lines are where your glue is going to go. So we'll grab our glue. And when they fold in, they're going to go on this bigger piece in the back. So I'm just going to use these clips for sake of doing this while filming to hold that in place. You obviously want to let this sit for a second to dry before you start maneuvering it. So I'm just going to put some clips there. And then on the inside here, so this is how it stays flat, is that it's gluing to these tabs that you created. And I don't have a clip for that one. I used to have a little pile. So I'll just kind of rub that one down. So we'll leave that for a few minutes to dry, and I'll show you some other projects, and then we'll decorate it, okay? Show you some other Mother's Day projects. So yeah, you'll just want to leave that for a few minutes. So I was creating away, obviously. Now we've made these jam jar holders. So if you were smart, you may have stocked up on those little jam jars that we had when we had the peach suite, but I've made this cute little holder. So it holds the jam jars if you have them, but it also holds like a little plant. So a lot of the grocery stores and stuff like that have these tiny little plants in these little planters. This is just a fake one from IKEA, but it fits perfectly in there. And so it's just like a little holder for your little plant that you may want to give somebody for Mother's Day, or just because. Or Superstore locally here, this is a Christmas candle, but they have these tiny little candles. So, and then the lid just comes off and there's a little candle inside. I like these little jars because obviously when the candle burns out, you can reuse them for different things, for in your bathroom, or for your little bits and bobs down in your craft room, whatever. You just take out the rest of the wax and then you can strip the label off. So they're cute. So I've stocked up on a bunch of these because they're like $1.25 or something. But this also fits perfectly into this little jar holder. Isn't that cute? And then I've just decorated the top with the flowers from the Love You bundle, which is where this sentiment also came from. And it just is a perfect little gift, right? Isn't that cute? I'll just hold this down so then you can see it all together. So isn't that cute? So those are the jam jar holders. There is a video way back in the day on those, probably like Christmas time-ish, because that's usually when I do all my little gift givings. But if you need the measurements for that, let me know and I can hook you up with that. I also have been out, of course, I just said that we were going to do some yard stuff and spruce things up for the spring. So I went out the other day to HomeSense and found this cute little bird holder that I'm going to put out in my yard. But then I thought, oh, well, it was under $10. So if you're going to gift this to someone who's a gardener or, just enjoys birds or whatever, just spruce things up. They had them in many, many different colors. So you could get something to match someone's decor. But I thought, let's make a cute little tag with the queen bee set and just some ribbon scraps, and we'll tie that on and make it look cute, right? And then I thought, oh, my pocket dies, I think that's what they're called, mini pocket dies, I think. You can easily make a cute little holder for a gift card. So to Home Depot, to a local garden shop, whatever you want to give the craft store. This is like a Christmas Michael's craft gift certificate, but whatever that person, customize it to the gift of the person that you're going to give it to. And then you can just clip it on there. That's like an old style clip. I don't know if anybody remembers these when we had way back in the day, those little binder clips, but I just clipped one of those onto my little strings and decorated it with the queen bee set. And then that's a cute little gift that you can give somebody that's store bought and also kind of homemade, right? And then I want to talk, before I show you the last one that I did, I want to talk about a couple of our kits. So let me just get my little basket in here. So our Wreath of Blooms kit, which is $18. It's so cute. The code number is 162362. Is this not the cutest little thing? I put it together last night. I did add a bit more greenery and I plan to add a little bit more to the side. It's just some ones that I had pre-cut. But is this not cute? And then in the new catalog, I can't show it to you, but I'll give you a verbal sneak peek. There is a die set that cuts out more flowers and stuff like that. So you could easily recreate this on, you know, those embroidery hoops that I love, that I've showed you so many projects with. And then you could easily rebuild and recreate this with many of the greenery dies that we have and the leaf dies. And then if you've got some brads that you need to use up, come on, you guys, you know we have some of those. They just use those as the flower centers. You do require a glue gun to make this. And I have seen people wrap the whole frame. It does have a bit of a pattern. I don't know how well the camera will pick that up. It's got like a polka dotted craft pattern to it, and then the back side is just chipboard, so it is just chipboard frame, but I think these will look gorgeous on embroidery hoops, and you can easily make another wreath or many of these, because everyone needs one of these, right? Obviously it's paper, so it can't go outside, but you can hang it on the inside of your door and have it facing outside if you wanted. This flower is quite bulky, but if you recreated, you could maybe leave that off, or you could get that new die set. I forget what it's called, to be honest. I'll link it in the video afterwards, but you could easily recreate that so it's flat so that it could hang in a window on the inside just on a command hook. So super cute kit. Those are available in the store right now, so you can go and get those, and they should be here in time for Mother's Day, which is May 14th. Also, another one that's a great gift for anybody is the birthday card organizer kit. Now, I haven't built mine yet. It's just got all the pieces in it, but it comes with card bases and stuff that you can build the cards. So there's some fun card bases here. There's some envelopes, and then each month, I put the stickers on the month. That's as far as I got. Oh, good morning, Yvonne. You like that birdhouse? Isn't it cute? Yeah, HomeSense, Rhonda, in your area. If you have one, go and check it out. So yeah, it's got, you label it all, then you write it on. So it's a perpetual calendar, and then you can tuck extra ones in. And then here are the cards on the sheet that it builds. And then of course you can embellish with what you have in your craft stash. But this is a wonderful gift for anybody to have. Oh, another thing about the wreaths just popped into my brain. I did see somebody do, you know, those little battery powered lights that you can wrap around. You could easily put the housing right sort of in this area. You may have to reinforce it a little bit or wire it on, but then you could have those little twinkle fairy lights, I think they're called. Isn't that cute? So then I went on a shopping spree to the dollar store, as I'm sure we all do, for little gifties. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. You like the gifts? Yeah, the birdhouse is really cute. So I have these pots from IKEA lying around my house. And so I went in and I was like, oh, I need something to inspire me, right? So I'm looking for colors. So these basically inspired me into our new colors. So this kind of spoke lemon lolly to me. This was like boho blue, And then this kind of looked like, if you see on this flower, the pebble path. So I kind of saw the new colors in these gloves. So I picked those up, and then a cute little, these are just little hand scrubs. So I'll kind of dissect this. Then they had a cute little like twine bucket. A garden is a friend you can visit with anytime. Isn't that cute? And then I just picked up some daisy seeds, and then they had the price in the corner, so I just added a little tag. I could have put a little flower or something on that. But I just kind of stapled them together with that little scrap, and then some citronella oil, obviously for the bugs and whatnot. I put this in a spray bottle with some alcohol, and then I spray like my deck railings and stuff like that. Pine Sol also works for that. Little tips and tricks. And then these are little hand scrub candies. So I don't think Glenda's on this morning. Glenda and I shop a lot from a company called Silver Icing, and these are little hand scrubs that they have brought out quite recently in different flavors. And so I thought these are kind of cute. They kind of look like candy, but they're hand scrubs. So if you think that you would like some of those, then hook up with your Silver Icing demonstrator, and they will have those. So then I just bought these garden markers. Now I've seen many projects with these, and it's always after the gardening season, so I never get them because they're not available in the store. But I went right away as soon as I thought, oh, all the gardening stuff's out, I need to go. I went to the store and I picked up, I don't know, probably 10 packages of these just in case. And I made this cute with the cheerful daisies, sort of to match my gloves that I'd gotten. I made this cute little tag to slip in the back of this little plant pot. So you could also put a plant pot in there with the gloves, and you can kind of change it around, and then that just sits in the back just like that. I did cut off the bottom a little bit so that it fit in the jar or the pot a little bit better, sort of where I wanted it. And really like an inch came off the bottom because they're quite long. But isn't that super cute? And these just are dimensionalized on and look really cute. Obviously, if you can't find some of this stuff, you could also put in some Kleenex, because you know everybody gets allergies and they get runny noses when they're out in the garden. You can put in some hand cream, put in that SPF lip balm, and then some hand scrubbies, or whatever you find. Some chocolates in there. You could put a little plant in there with just the little tag. Whatever you like. You're unlimited with this, to be honest. So that's just a cute little gift giving. And then obviously there will be some other ones posted this coming week with some extra ideas, which I usually post on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock on Facebook, and then 11:30 on Instagram. So there'll be some extra ones there. So I hope you like those ideas, and if you're thinking of those kits, that you get them now, get them ordered in your May 2nd order with your new catalog so that they're here on time. All right, so let's finish off this box. So we see it's nice and dry. So basically, when, as I showed you, it folds flat. Storage is perfect. Takes up very little room. And then when you open it up, it will house your little treat, whatever it is. So to keep it closed, you could use a Velcro dot. On this one, I have these little magnets, so I just use these little magnets with a glue dot, and that keeps it closed. And then you can decorate it as you wish, right? So I want to show you this new ribbon. Let me grab the boho blue because it's going to match what we're doing, and I can't remember the name, so I need it. So this one is called the, what is it? Where is it? Where's the English? The textured ribbon. Is it not gorgeous? It has some texture to it. Like you feel it and it has texture. We'll tie a bow so that you know that it ties a bow really nicely. It is a bit bulky in the middle. So you may want to wrap it around and then do like a faux bow. I'm just going to grab my magnets. I forgot to get those before I went live. This is why I wear a microphone or use my earbuds so that I can move around the room for things that I forgot. So these magnets are handy. I can't remember. I've had these for years. I stocked up on them. But I know Lee Valley Tools carries them, and Velcro dots work just as well too. I just don't have any Velcro dots at the moment. So I keep them together with the male and female version so that I always have them stuck together and I don't get confused. So I just put my glue dots on and then I pull it apart. So I'm just going to put that right there. And you could put this on like just as you're ready to give it away or whatever. You don't have to put them on and store them because that will give you a little bit more bulk, obviously. So we'll wrap a little bit of ribbon, the boho ribbon around, and then we'll decorate it. Are you loving this box? Give some thumbs up, some heart emojis if you are. Those help Facebook know that you like this video, you're enjoying what you're seeing, and it'll show it to many, many more people. And that helps me get out in the world and show people how much fun we have crafting together on Saturday mornings, right? Because we do, we have a blast here. Okay, so just trim that off and get it out of our way. And then we are going to decorate. So I brought in the Season of Chic dies and stamp set because of I actually only use the dies, but because of the seashells and stuff like that, I thought it matched perfectly with what we were doing here with this By the Bay paper. This set did carry over into the catalog. I can't remember if I don't think most things come in bundles this time. So if it was in last catalog and it was bundled, in the new catalog it won't be. So you'll want to get it beforehand if you do want it. It's in the Anuual catalogs, the large one. So then I've just got a bunch of little goodies here. So I still have some pearlized paper. So that's what I cut the shells out of. They look so pretty. Thanks for the emojis, Rhonda. And then I don't know what I'm going to do as my my greeting for right now, but I did cut a tag just so you could see. We tuck that under there, right? So I think I'm going to move this to the middle, make this one a little bit different so that I can put my little bird here. So the bird just came out of the designer series paper. So what's everybody up to today? Is it nice where you are and you're going to get out and start doing some spring cleaning? Man, have I been doing some spring cleaning. I've pretty much gone through everything in our house. Time to donate, right? Do you ever look? I was in my closet this morning, standing there deciding what I'm going to put on this morning. I'm like, my God, I have a lot of clothes. I need to pare this down. So the trick I learned a long time ago to flip your hangers around. And so when you wear something, then, you flip the hanger back because you're like, oh, I wear this, right? So I did that this morning, flipped them all the wrong way. And so I can kind of determine what exactly I'm wearing. Most things I know what I'm wearing on a regular basis. I mean, I work all the time, so I'm wearing work clothes. But I have nice office wear because I did used to have to dress up for office work. I had a lot of black because I used to be a server. So I pared that collection down quite a bit because black doesn't make me happy. So why would I keep all these black clothes? Oops, I'm putting this down the wrong way. I mean, it's good to have some staples, right? You're going to do some gardening today. 20 degrees today. Yeah, I think we're in that range too, Rhonda, which is so great. Do some pressure washing, get all that fun stuff done. I do have to run downtown to work for momentarily, but it shouldn't take me very long. I'm just going to trim my bow ends down a little. They're getting in the way of my My embellishments, we can't have that. We need to see the embellishments, right? Okay. And then my tag's going to kind of stick out that way, I think, in the final run of this. Whoa, that's too much glue. Hang on. I need a Kleenex. Get it off my finger before I get it everywhere, right? There we go. Morning, Glenda. Oh, that's right. You're at that craft fair. Ooh, I hope it's fun. You get lots of visitors. I would definitely be there if I was closer. I love me some craft fairs. There we go. So we've got that. And then when we decide what sentiment, oh, heck, we'll find one here. How about wishing you the best birthday ever? Let's do that one, if it'll fit. No, it won't. Nope. Let's do you're amazing beyond measure. I don't think that'll fit either. Nope. We're not using the sentiments on a season of chic because they don't fit. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let's just do a thank you maybe. Maybe this one will fit. I didn't plan out my sentiment ahead of time. There, that one will fit. Let's use that. So I hope you give this little box a try and make a little stash of them for your gift giving goodies, if someone shows up. I always have a drawer full of, those hand lotions and all those fun things so that if I need a quick gift, because people show up at your house and they bring a gift and you're like, oh crud, I don't have anything for you. You have these little things you can just say, I just have to go to the washroom, I'll be right back, and then you run to your stash and make a little gift, right? At least that's what I would do. I don't know if you guys would do that. I'm a weirdo like that. Well, I hope if the weather is nice where you are that you're doing something fun outside. Put on your sunscreen and be safe. Speaking from a redhead that burns very, very easily. Is that not adorable? Do you not love this little box that folds flat for storage? Awesome. And then you can embellish with whatever you have. I love it. So I don't know that I'll be able to get all of my extra little goodies. Some of them I can. So our little jam jar, and then either a candle that you can embellish. I switched out our little flower pot, but we made our little tag on those garden stakes that you can find at the dollar store. And then I just made a tag and a gift card holder with the mini envelope dies and the queen bees, and just layered that on with a bunch of scraps of ribbon onto a store-bought little birdhouse. And then there'll be some other ideas this week on the page. And then don't forget the kits. We've got the wreath and the organizer, birthday organizer thing. I don't even know if you can see all that on the screen. Do you not love that box, Glenda? Isn't that awesome? Like a stash. I see a stash of them in a drawer, in a container, nice and organized. I am going to mass produce these and use up a bunch of the designer series paper that I have. So that's all I have for you, my friends. I hope you enjoyed. We got some ideas of what to gift for any mother in your life, or a sister, mother-in-law, those special people. We want to recognize them and appreciate them, and even just a gift to thank you for your customers. Even you can put some chocolates in there and throw that in with your orders that are going to come in on May 2nd when the new catalog goes live, right? So you can give them an extra little bonus, and then they can keep that little box flat and you reuse it for something else, right? So I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in 2 weeks. So the 13th, I'll be back because I'm doing this every 2 weeks, just as a reminder for those that have maybe just joined us or have forgotten. So all the events are posted on my page. And so you can click going to them, and then Facebook should remind you. If not, I upload everything to YouTube, so you can go over there and you can see it afterwards. It's usually not same day upload. Sometimes it's a few days later. So just keep checking in. Or while you're over there in my YouTube channel, click subscribe and then click the notification bell. and that will also notify you. They're very good about notifying when something's been uploaded, where Facebook is not always reliable. But yeah, that's it, friends. Thank you for joining in. Have a wonderful, what day is it? Saturday. And I will see you in a couple weeks. If you have any questions, just reach out. I am happy to help with any of the measurements for any of the projects if you're having any trouble with that. All right, take care, my friends. Bye bye. Paper hugs.